Liftoff of mission 41D, the first flight of the Ogdoadic Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower. Every core of computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
All right, how we doing? How's it going, Day? Thanks for showing up. Let's get rolling. All right, so we're gonna start the stream off with a bit of deck building. I did a stream a little while ago. It might have even been yesterday, but somebody requested Ogdoadic Runick. And at first I thought, I don't know if that works, but I mean, sounds like fun. I like Runick. I haven't had a really good excuse to play Runick, so let's give it a go. So let's start from scratch. Let's start with the Runick part. Now, I'm no expert, but I did play a bit of Runick in Master Duel. And I believe the number was 17 Runick spells you wanted, quick plays. So we have 15 here. I think this was the ratio that I was playing. I'm not 100%, so let's try that. Honestly, we could even try a bit more. I really don't like Golden Droplet because its effect is bad, but it's good for just being another Runick name, which is, I think, why it's there. So we've got that. Let's add our Ash Blossom, our Droll, and then these can come back out, but I want to see what it looks like with them. We'll go for our Ogdoadic line. Our Nephilibus. And like already we're pretty full on deck. Like there's not a lot of room in here to make things happen. So I wonder if we need to get kind of creative with this list. Maybe we do something kind of goofy like this, where we do like, we really rely on that Leos. Maybe, I mean, it looks weird, I know, but maybe this is just what we gotta do. Let's put in that Yugioh, the Misk, and the Animadorned. That is a gross looking deck. This looks weird. Between Ash and Droll, I wonder which one we think is better. Let's see. Oh man, this is already so weird. So with the other Runick variants I played, there weren't any hand traps. I changed that. I actually went back on that. But maybe that's the way to go. The reason we're playing one Naya is the intent is to search it. From what I remember, you mostly can use Runick as free level 4, Gary's for King of the Feral. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Maybe we need one more Gary then. Maybe that's what it is. Because yeah, that makes sense to me. Also, hey Dragons, thanks for hopping in. This is a really weird build. I haven't tried this. This is not something I'm familiar with at all. So, we've got Bam Bam Bam. I think I want to... I guess we just play the Fossil Dig, and let's try full committing to this weird, like, minimum Ogdoadic engine thing first. Like, this is a gross looking deck. Oh man. King of the... Plus, if you have no monsters out, you can Nunu in Graveyard, Chainlink 2 Runick. Oh, hang on. So if you have no monsters out, you can Chainlink 1 Nunu in your Graveyard, Chainlink 2 Runick for Gary. Does that work? Have you tried that? Are we sure that doesn't just cancel the Nunu summon? I'm gonna trust you. I'm gonna believe in you, okay? Shock Trooper, Slicer. Nunu only needs its requirement for its effect to be active. Okay, yeah. I am not the most, like, rules up-to-date player. I'm kind of... Like, I understand chain links and stuff. I feel like I understand the game well, but there are definitely some things where I feel weaker. That's one of the places where I'm like, I don't really know, but I trust you. So it's not about doubt. So we're just putting our extra deck together here. Let's get our mask. Let's get... What else do we want in here? So we don't have any tuners. I played Naturia Runick on Master Duel before after it got shotgunned, but before it got shotgunned again. And that was really fun. The synchro was really fun. So let's go for closed. I think Underworld Goddess is really awesome in this deck. We need the Echidna, and we need the Appaloosa. I think that's a must for me. I really like Appo, especially if we're gonna lean into this combo, into the... Oh man, and we're not even playing the Called by the Grave in this list. Oh, this is a weird deck. I wonder... Called seems good, but maybe we don't need it. Maybe we don't have room for it. Yeah, we'll wait on Called by. We have one more slot. Let's see what I need a refresher. Oh, I mean, obviously we need Lars. This deck looks gross. I wonder if we should put in like Nib or something, or if it's just fine. Is it just fine? Maybe this should be Nib? Like a high impact hand trap. Oops. I mean, we don't even need the 2 Water Lily with this like ratio. Let's give that a try. That looks gross. Alright, we have an opponent. Ooh, I forgot the deck list. I'll grab that after this duel. Okay, we won the dice roll. So we have 3 Runicks. That feels really good. And they surrendered. It feels bad. Okay, well, we'll take this as an opportunity really quickly to grab a picture of our deck. I like having it on the screen. Go. Okay, let's get some games in. Or try to, if people don't just scoop. I don't know, maybe our reputation precedes us. They've heard of us. They don't wanna go up against it, you know? I'm pretty excited. This sounds like a fun build. I also have like a bunch of Runick stuff, and I just think it's really pretty. I think Runick's really cool. I really hated it when I first interacted with it, but I just didn't understand the parts of it that are fragile. It just seemed like it could refill its hand like infinitely, but maybe that was when I interacted with it before some of the hits that needed to happen. Alright, so this hand is obviously worse. Let's go and do some deck thinning, also baiting some hand traps here. Okay, our 1 card Slicer is online. Unless that happens. So let's do this. We'll activate our fountain. We won't Quick Blade Chain. We'll activate our... Ooh. This makes me wish we had Dugaris in here, too. So we could go Hugin and get the Search for the Field spell as well, but I think we're better off going for a Gary, trying to get a rank 4 going. We draw a card. That is good. It is another Runick card. So we'll go like this. Let's grab our Naya. We can use that Naya to at least go for our... I think I didn't put in Draglubion for space. So I think we'll just have to go for a rank 8 here. But I don't hate that. We could actually alternatively... Oh man, actually... Did the Gary... Hey Elmo, thanks for showing up. Did the Gary there just actually save us? Can we go for the Slicer play still? Are you serious? Runick build? Yuck. Yeah, we're playing some Runick. I don't remember who asked for it, but I thought it sounded pretty fun. I also really like Runick. I think they're really fun. Wow. Yeah, the Runick extender here, getting us to the King of the Fairlamps, totally got us there, didn't it? I think it did. Now here we go. Shock. We use... Let's see. Let's not screw it up, but we'll go for the Slicer. We'll use the Slicer Search. We're not going to chain anything. We'll pick up the Virus. We've got the Singularity because they, for some reason, didn't... Oh, they couldn't Ash that. That's why they didn't. And then we use this to put this in the graveyard. Or, I'm sorry, I mean the Yugioh, because we can send a Zoha to fix our hand up. Look at that. We're thinking with portals. Look at that! Wow. We got there. Tribute off that Shock Trooper, and also grab ourselves a Lars. Dang, I thought we were gonna have to settle for just a measly rank 8 monster, but actually, the Lars is a wicked card. We got a pre-prep. I think we can let that through. I think we should hold our Lars for big deal defenses. We also have the Runick Slumber to protect from effect destruction, should we need it. Going for a ritual. Excuse me. We're gonna let that through as well, because that slicer is gonna be stopping him. Defense mode you go. We gotta remember we don't have a battle phase in our next turn. I'm sure I'll attempt to battle phase and end my own turn. I also have to remember 2 battle phase instead of end, because otherwise that Runick battle phase restriction lasts forever, because it just never goes away, right? So here they have a level 9 synchro, or a link to should they want it. So this thing still can't activate its effects, and it's not big enough to kill our guys. They're sending a ritual monster from deck to your hand. Or no, add a ritual monster from deck to hand, then send a Vendread from deck to grave. That's great. Battlelord's cool. Do you not like Runick, Elmo? Were you traumatized? We got the Chalice Slime. You know what's cool? This line, where we tribute the Shock Trooper, leaves our EMZ, our extra monster zone, open for a new Runick monster to come down to. That feels really good. Oh, I'm so happy. I never would have thought to do this. Obviously, this is game 1. I was gonna say we got lucky, but we kind of didn't. We had a Runick spell, a field spell, and we had a starter in our Leos. So, and we have 5 ways of accessing Leos, so it's not like crazy lucky. Ooh, that hurts the goddess. Goddess effect being activated here. We're gonna use Slumber here to target our Lars so that it can't be destroyed by battle. White woman jump scare, yeah, for real. Get rid of some cards off our opponent's deck, as is the fun of Runick. I mean, it really is a jump scare. Like, I know Farfa jokes about that, but I never realized how scary this thing is to just, like, pop out. I don't know why, you just don't expect it. I really wish we had a way of recurring our Slicer here. We are gonna obviously chain and draw some cards. I was gonna say cards, but it's just draw a card. That's not great. Opponent is free to keep making plays here. They have to kill our Lars twice to actually take it down. So as is, Slayer doesn't do it. Is this doing something, or are they just clicking buttons? Buttons. Cool. Nice, we've got our Lars. It sticks around. Nib would have been nice. I know it would have tributed our board, but it still would have been cool. Oh, wow. I did not realize Goddess permanently negates monster effects. That's wicked. That is brutal. We don't have a battle phase. I guess we're just trying to set up our own white woman. We can... Actually, we can echidna this, so we can take it down to no attack points. Also, thank you everybody for hanging out. Welcome, welcome. Doing some Runick, Ogdoadic testing. I don't know why I didn't see that coming. We can Zoha. We could search out a Nunu. Yeah, let's go for that. Use Zoha, search Nunu, use Nunu, send alert. And then with the Zoha engrave, we can get this Nephilibus out of our hand for whatever that's worth. Opponent gonna go down one here. It'd be really nice if we had Dugaris. I think I need to add that. Just being able to draw two and try to get closer to runic spells when you really need them. Because flashing fire, I think it is, would take Goddess down really easy here. And we don't care about any of our monsters right now. All of these could go to the grave. Chalice Slime, good. We'll use our Nunu here to send the alert. We could go for the Nephilibus Inherent Summon here. Otherwise, we could go... We already used our normal. Yeah, why don't we go for the Nephilibus? They can't currently out it. And we can use the Nephilibus to... Yeah, we can use the Nephilibus to zero down that Goddess. You know what's crazy is we could bring back Slicer. If this card is link summoned, you can add... Hang on, so monsters your opponent controls with 8 counters or change defense also neither player can activate their effects. You can only use each of the following effects once per turn if this card is linked. Holy crap. We can res Slicer here. Yeah, no brainer, right? Summon that out. The Lars isn't doing much. Let's dump it. Echidna on summon. Hit the white woman. We can't battle phase. Let's not forget, but still. And now we can search a reptile. Search out our final reptile in the deck, I think. We have a Zoha. I mean... Yeah, let's use Zoha now. Why not? Very cool. Very cool turn. That actually played out really fun. Oh, I hit end phase, didn't I? I didn't hit battle phase. That's so bad. I'm so bad about that. Yeah, I needed to hit battle phase there. This is turn 2 of our Slicer being locking them down. Turn 2 of counters being placed on their monsters. We'll see if they have another Goddess. I think that'd be unlikely, but it's possible. Another Goddess would certainly hurt, taking us down in the same way. Certainly are searching a lot of cards here. Oh, I'm so happy with the way this worked out. The Nephilibus being able to summon the Slicer is just wicked. That's so cool. And then obviously Echidna is a reptile, so we were able to get that permanent reduction on their Goddess. And it targets, which is so nice. Usually that's terrible, right? You'd rather things didn't target, but against Goddess specifically, unaffected unless the card targets. Although I did mess up, so now we don't have a battle phase going into our next turn. We'll have to hold out one more time. they doing? Getting a Savior. Savior can beat over Echidna, but Nephilibus is huge. Huge 31 defense. Really hard to beat over. Especially when all your stuff's stuck in defense. Has anything they've summoned had over 3k yet? I don't think so. This has 28. That's pretty close, but not quite. That's the thing with Runick cards. We are not winning by battle phase. I feel like we have to. I think the games are longer. I don't know if you've brought this deck to locals before, Elmo. This deck plays long matches. You go to time sometimes. Like, almost every time you go to time. If they're close duels, your plays take a while. You grind your opponent out, that takes a while. Like, I think what we need to do is get a way for this deck to establish control. Runick wins by deck out, that's the win con, and also frustrating the opponent. People don't really scoop in locals. Runick wins by deck out. Runick doesn't necessarily win by deck out. Runick can win by deck out, but I would say that the win condition for the Naturia Runick deck was not deck out. That was killing the opponent, controlling the board until you're able to swing. Maybe we need Ogdoadic, honestly. There's a Runick spell. That's really good. We need to get this thing out of our EMZ. Runick variants tend to win by the resource game. Right, like grinding down. No, I get that. I get that for sure. They still have their goddess effect here, but we can't do much about it. I think we go for the... Once they run out of resources, you just swing. Yeah, right. So yeah, I would... That kind of leans into what I was saying. Like, I don't really think they necessarily win by deck out. Let's try to summon this card with the Nephilibus effect. Use your effect to summon this card once per turn. I guess they're not using the goddess effect yet this time. Also, I just noticed you forgot Numeron Dragon and Dugaris would help. I didn't forget Numeron Dragon. It's not in here because Draglumian's not in here. Oh, it is! No, you're right. I did forget. This is the first draft of the deck, so... Yeah, good catch. Good catch. We have 1, 2, 3, 4... Man, I hate Runick. It's mistaken card design. I used to feel that way, and then I gave it a try, and after playing it, I think it's really fun. I think it's a good time. It just does a lot of things that are fun to do. Banning a card was a premium effect with Runick, it's dime a dozen. Banning? Oh, like banishing? Well, lots of things banish. It's just not many banish off the top the way Runick does. 1, 2. I think we can hold this spell. For now, at least. Since our EMZ is taken up, banishing, right. Do we care about anything they have? I think not really. We could use our own white woman to negate the effects of their white woman. That's kind of funny. We go like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam, bam. Yeah, let's do just that. White woman jump scare of our own. Negate their effects permanently, as we've learned, as I've learned at least. And we could summon a monster here just to get a body going. Let's do that. We have an alert activation. We really don't need it. We have a curse self-activation still. Oh, duh. Goddess doesn't affect its own self. We'll pass here. Runick cards would be fine if they didn't just cheaply banish one in every of my outs from my deck. I know I've heard Farfa has that same complaint. I think that's kind of missing the point. I think the problem is the way Fountain works and not the fact that they actually banish. I would actually argue that the fact they banish is pretty minor in the grand scheme of what they do. To me, it's a stun deck even without floodgates. That's just not correct. That's false. They don't have an inbuilt stun thing. I guess they have like the level 9 or 10 or whatever he is. I'm not running the horse, so I don't. This is not a stun engine I'm running. Like, you can dislike it, but calling it a stun deck is not accurate. Something being annoying and something being a stun deck are different, I would say. No other deck does banishing the deck part. Kashtira does. Just watch them banish double evenly, singularity, and drop the third evenly on them, lol. Yeah. I'm not saying it's not possible that they banish your outs or things you would like them to not banish. Like, that's totally possible. Totally possible. Let's see. Maybe we only need one Hugin because it can recur itself. The Nibiru didn't do anything there, but that's not its fault. We just didn't hit it. The Leos was amazing. The Leos was great. It makes me want to play the extra fossil dig. I'm also tempted to play multiple... No, we don't need more Dawn. We just search the Dawn. And then if we open the Lily, it's nice. What if we... No way Cashier is the same as Runick in banishing terms. How? Stuff like Unicorn, stuff like Ogre. Like, I know quantity-wise, but... I don't like Cashier, but it's not like Runick at all. I mean, it is in the fact that they banish from your deck, though. That's what we was talking about. Let's throw these in the side for now. And we'll go Fossil Dig. And I kind of want to run another Water Lily, actually. Oops, what did I just pop out? What did I do? Fire. Yeah, it's all good to not like the deck. Or to not like Runick, I should say. You have to like this deck. That's the requirement. It's all good to not like the engine or, you know, whatever. Banish one, every Runick card banishes 3 up to 5 or more. Yeah, I guess I posit that the number there doesn't matter. That the quantity isn't what makes Runick powerful, or more importantly, I think what makes it annoying. Riseheart also banishes 3. People aren't complaining over that. Yeah. Yeah. Let's special summon a Runick. No, we're not chaining. Let's go for that Hugin. I would also point out that Runick banishes face up. So while annoying, the resources are not inaccessible. Oh, right. This is where I should have done the thing. Was it Elmo was saying? Who was it? It was dragons. Yeah, it was dragons. Sorry. I should have done the trick you were talking about. What? A Riseheart only banishes 1. I do have to admit, I'm not the most knowledgeable on that. We can look it up right now. Kashtira, a Riseheart. Let's give it a read. Once per chain, you can detach 3 materials from this card, then target one card, field banish face down. Oh, Riseheart, sorry. Riseheart, my bad. I also misread that. They conceded. I guess they didn't want to play against Runick, maybe. Oh wow, Rise Heart is expensive. Okay. If this card's normal or special summon, you can banish 1 cash from your deck. Banish the top 3 because of your opponent's deck face down. And if you do banish any, this card's level becomes 7. Yeah, like, Rise Heart does it kind of for no reason. He just gets to banish 3. We're not going to count that one, obviously, because they didn't even try, they didn't even play, so I don't think that counts as a win. No, like, I know, like, mechanically why, but, like, instead of a cost, it gets a benefit and a benefit. Instead of, like, a cost, like, to get to level 7, you gotta do this thing. No, it's like, in order to be given $100, you must accept $200 first, you know? Yeah, maybe, because it's like the only Kashtira card that banishes more than 1. Still not okay. Sure, sure. Yeah, you certainly don't have to like either deck. Like, Cash is annoying to me as well. Let's see, what do we have here? We have kind of a funny little hand here. We go 1, 2, 3. We don't have Night Sword Serpent. Maybe we should have Night Sword in here. We can go for a... Kashtira is less annoying to me than Runick. I do not understand that, but okay. That's fun. Kashtira, at least in its prime with stuff like a Rise Heart, was just straight up stronger. We have so many, because you like Runick, of course you wouldn't understand. Yeah, I guess that's fair. If I like the deck, I won't. I find it the opposite. Fenrir and Birth are way more annoying. That's how I feel. Ogdoadic is a base deck, Runick ain't. Yeah, alright. We have a common ground, brother. I feel the same way. Ogdoadic is based. We can agree on that. You know, it's all good. I'm not stressing about it. Like, if you don't like Runick, that's totally good. That's totally fine. So we... Oh man, are you serious? I'm out of reptiles in my deck. I don't have enough targets to even use this water lily. That's frustrating. I think the play is to go for Dugaris then. I think we go for the Dugaris. It's a little riskier because obviously we're kind of swinging for the fences trying to draw into some Runicks, but if we can hit some, just 1. Send that. We could go for the Nephilibus. I tried and didn't find it very fun. The Gary plays for King are fun and they grind well, but that's about the main synergies. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit of a stretch, it seems. We could summon Nephilibus here. Use Nephilibus to summon another card from Grave. Then we'd have 1, 2. We could use... Oh no, we can't use the Mist. Okay. We go for the 1, 2. Oh, we're short 1 monster. It's all because of this this Lily. Alright, let's see. We could... Yeah, we're one short from the slicer, which hurts. Kind of put ourselves in a bad position. Because we're not going to get our next draw phase either. So... let's get a level 8 on board just because we can. Honestly, we could just throw this down as a negate. Let's see. If we go for this, we can bring out... Yeah, we're short one. If we had one more body, one more, we'd have all 5 monsters. And if this Lily had gone off, we would have gotten 2 just off that. So we definitely need at least one more reptile in our deck. Probably more than that. We could summon the slicer and go for the search. But we can't do much more than that. So I guess while we have bodies, we'll just do it. But this should be live. And it's not, so I should have accounted for that and tried something else maybe. Throw it on face down. Yeah, we'll pass here. That's pretty not ideal, but it's okay. We should play it through. Better to try all the way. We didn't have an awesome hand because we had the Archosaur in hand and the Misk. Like, that's tough. Or maybe we didn't. Maybe we drew into the Misk with the Dugaris. That's possible. It would have been really nice to hit 2 Runick cards off the Dugaris. I'm tempted to turn off chaining, but we shouldn't do that since we have 1 quick play spell. Ancient Gear Advance? What the heck? Is this real? This looks awesome. When this card is activated, add 1 Ancient Gear spell trap from your deck to your hand. Once per turn, you contribute 1 monster, draw 1 card, and if you do, for the rest of this turn, you can normal summon level 5 or higher monsters that are Ancient Gear Golem or mention it without tributing. That's awesome. You can just normal summon Ancient Gear Golem. You can activate 1 Ancient Gear Advance per turn. You cannot set cards the turn you activate this card. Ancient Gear Duel up against a Neos Fusion. Ancient Gear Dark Golem. That looks awesome. If this card's normal special summon, you can activate this effect. You cannot set cards for this turn, and also add it to 2 Ancient Gear and or from your deck to your hand, then discard 1 card. You can use this effect once per turn. Let's stop that. Not to mention they were able to activate Duel just straight up here. Ancient Gear Tanker. Oh, that looks awesome. That looks... it's like the spell card, right? Ancient Gear Tank, is it? Ancient Gear Commander. Commander doesn't really look like an Ancient Gear monster necessarily to me. He doesn't have any gears. They come up with the darndest things. New support. Ballista. Okay, we can chain off now. We have no interruptions from here. It would have been so nice if we had a Night Sword in our deck here, actually. Yeah, Night Sword would have been huge. Huge tempo. Night Sword probably would have set up both the Slicer combo and the Evol line, honestly. Although, to be honest, I am kind of liking running the small Ogdoadic engine here of just the Snake Rain to hit the Ogdos with the rest of your space meant to hit your Runick spells. We have almost 20 Runick spells in here. I think we're just 1 short if you count the field spells. Maybe there should be more Runick spells. Ancient Gear Dark Golem. A lot of back row going on. Although, obviously, there's a fusion spell. It's going to go away. Megaton Golem. That beats over our monsters. Up. If this card is fusion summon using 2 or more Ancient Gear Golem and or Ancient Gear Golem Ultimate Pound as material. I didn't know this card was that recent that it knew about Ultimate Pound. Also, there's so many Ancient Gear Golem now. Ancient Gear Dark Golem. This thing does piercing, I assume. Oh, no, it doesn't. It does beat over our Nephilibus, sorry. That's... You know what archetypes that kind of works like Runick, but is proper control deck and nothing? Is Magical Musket. Yeah, Musket's cool. Musket's got like the same idea, yeah. I don't know why you say proper control deck and nothing stunish. Control decks aim to stun the opponent down, but stun traditionally is meant for things like floodgates, which like flat out prevent. Like, you do know that this build of Ogdoadic is a stun deck, right? With Zerol. Like, make no mistake, we are a stun deck. But I really dislike the take people have that stun bad and stun players are bad players or bad people. I think that's, I don't know, I just think it's dishonest. I think we're playing the game. Cards are in the game to be played. Some people are gonna like cards that you find annoying, I find annoying. I don't think that makes it a worse deck or anything. Let's see, we want 1 Night Sword. Maybe the Water Lily isn't as essential. I don't really want to cut any of the Runick stuff. I feel like we're already not seeing it as much as I'd like. Let's cut 1 Lily. The Dugaris did feel good, at least. Yeah, Magical Musket seems really fun. I wanted to try it, I just haven't gotten around to it because it's not Ogdoadic. I assume you'd have to play pure Musket. Like, I can't imagine Musket mixes well with other things, but maybe that's not right. Nice. 3 Runick spells. Really nice. I wonder what we go for first. Maybe the Runick play. Let's see. Do we think we go for Runick or the reptiles first? I honestly think the reptiles are more valuable, so let's go for the Runick stuff first. Use our Dispelling. That's weird that it didn't even ask me which one I want. Go for the Hugin. Hugin, send this, search a fountain, hopefully. Yep, we do hit it. Let's put the fountain in play. Control deck means disruptions limiting opponent's plays. It's what Magical Musket does. Yeah, you know that's also what base Runick does. Without floodgates, that's exactly what Runick decks does. You use your spell cards to interact with your opponent's board, be that by popping their monsters, popping their back row, making things harder to destroy, or flat out unable to be destroyed. Grinding for resources, focusing not on power, but on value. Like, that all sounds awfully similar to a control deck I know. That's very funny. We could avoid the destruction there. We're not going to, obviously. And now we already have both things set up in our graveyard. I really like that. It means we are free to go for... let's drop this. Meep. Hello. Welcome, welcome, Arum Dragon. Oh, I should have put the Discord link in. Thank you for joining. Thanks for coming to hang. We're testing some Ogdoadic Runick here. And what is every Runick card freely banishing 3 or more cards, not punishing opponent's plays? You're just not making a good argument. That's just a straw man argument, my guy. Just doesn't make any sense. Like, banishing from top of opponent's deck is not stun. It just isn't. We go link up here. We have so many bodies here with the... Oh, we could actually use this. I didn't even think of that, but we could go for... We could go for a Dugaris, because then we can set up... Stun is punishing opponent's plays and don't let them play. Runick 100% does the first part. No, that's not what stun is. Punishing your opponent is not stun. I don't think I know anybody who would, like, set that as a definition for stun. If we go for Dugaris here... Oh, but we have to be careful. We can't, because if we go for Dugaris, we Xyz summon, we actually can't use Daybreak to... We can't use Daybreak because this won't be banished. So instead, I think we go... It's weird, but we go Echidna with these two, just to clear up our board. Yeah, let's do that. We'll go Echidna. Or we could go... We could go Mask, actually, because this gives us one more body. Let's do Masquerena. This might not work. I might run out of bodies, but hey. Say Levy. Let's learn. We got our 4 tokens. This is such a weird card. Daybreak is such a strange thing. I wonder if this was intended to work the way it does with stuff like Slicer. Like, do you think they meant for it to be used to make Slicer plays? I mean, probably not, right? Here's the Night Sword paying off already. And now we have enough bodies for a Shock Trooper and for a Slicer. Slicer, search the trap. We can set that, and then we've got some Runick cards here. We did play one already, so we might as well be ready to use these, but actually, we're not really in a hurry since there's no way to really fire them off without doing it just for the sake of it. Like, there's no point just doing them. So let's not do that. Give them a response window. They don't want it. And we'll go for a Lars. We'll level up right there. I do really like that. Is it? Yeah, it's gotta be laggy on that picture. Uh-oh, Lab. Lab is tough. Lab is a deck that I struggle with just personally. Oh, and here it's gonna be really nice that we have 3 Runick Destruction in our deck too. Oh, I forgot to update the list now that we've got the... We made some changes now that we've got Night Sword. Yeah, Night Sword, just the more we do these streams, the more we do testing. Night Sword, to me, is an essential Ogdoadic card. They are removing our stuff. Trying to remove our... I'm sorry, did they target Masquerena? Are they trying to kill Mask here? That seems so weird to me. If you activate set welcome, we didn't do that. If your opponent activates, you can spec one. If you activate a non-lab normal trap, you can spec one fiend, and this is trying to target one face monster your opponent controls. Equal or higher attack. What got targeted here? Lars and Mask. That's so weird. We can use our slumber here to protect our Mask, I guess. And then we could draw 2, but I think we'll hold off and go for the full draw 3. Because we've got the Smiting Storm that we could fire off to summon out. Ooh, so this is why we need 2 Hugin. I only have 1, but we should have 2 because it can be used to protect your board. And I'm not... Card was set. No, that's fine. Let's get a full draw 3, and this is going to be a pretty big vanish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Yeah, 5. Nice. Draw some cards. Doesn't matter the order, really. Very good draws. Nightsword Serpent was power crept by an entire Yu-Gi-Oh catalog the moment it was printed. Hey, this deck looks super cool. Thank you so much, Briar. Alright, it is our time. It says reptiles are bad and will remain bad. I disagree. I think Nightsword is an awesome card. I think a lot of types would be happy to have a card like Nightsword. And it interacts really cool with our inbuilt tools. There are definitely cards worse than Nightsword. We've got only 1 attribute. So it is sad that we're gonna lose our We'd actually be safer destroying Gozen here, probably. Yeah, because we have this. We could have gotten rid of both Floods. Reptiles are underpowered, that's why Nightsword Serpent seems good. I don't know what you're trying to say. I know that reptiles are, like, weak. That's why I like them, my guy. I am aware of the status of reptiles. I do not play them because I am confused and think they are meta. Nightsword is a good card. Like, I don't know. Snake Rain is a good card. Reptiles being bad doesn't mean Snake Rain is worse. It just means that reptiles are not yet in a place where they are, like, fully able to utilize the value of Snake Rain. That was a fun duel. That was a cool one. Yeah, let's try again. I'm having a pretty good time with this deck. The no hand traps thing. Snake Rain is an OP card, but it becomes okay because reptiles are underpowered. Snake Rain is not an OP card. No. Because cards don't exist in a vacuum. They exist within the context of their type and their restrictions. Snake Rain doesn't say send 4 monsters to the grave. It says send 4 reptiles. And so, with the context of what reptiles can do, that is totally reasonable. And also, I don't really like that narrative because that pretends like there are no other cards in types that are actually good that are strong. Like, stuff like Reinforcement of the Armory, Rhoda. Rhoda's crazy. It's not okay because warriors are bad. It's great, and warriors are great. Alan Kessler is back. I think we dueled this person already. Guess they didn't learn their lesson. This hand is bad. What do we even want from this hand? Yikes. We can make a Hugin with the destruction, and then we can get a draw 2 on their turn, which means we probably have to drop the virus. So we're probably gonna have to adjust our game plan. Let's go for the Runick play first, because I think it's the weaker of the options we have here. Go for Hugin. Use that effect. Drop the virus. Nice, pick up the fountain, no issues there. Use that Snake Rain to discard that Snake Rain. So we can't go for... We cannot do that, but we could go for... these. If we hit the Night Sword, we can use a Water Lily. We have to be careful with that, actually. We only have one. Yeah, let's go for that. Go for the curse. Lose that. Curse, bring out the Naya. Go for that Water Lily, because we can't go for the Slicer play anymore. We don't have the trap card. Now here, we go this, right, King of the Feral. Send that. Really just for a target. We can add a card to our hand. Let's add... We have 1, 2. Let's add... If we add an Yugioh, we can do this. We have an Attribute Outlet. Let's go for this instead. We have that. Let's go for Masquerena here. Now we've got plenty of reptiles. Let's go for this. We can send... Oh, it's not ideal. Send this. Okay. Definitely not ideal. Played kind of sloppy. We can pull this out. Go for this. And you go for the alert. Yeah, kind of a weird line. This definitely shouldn't be in my hand. I kind of just didn't know what to do. Go for the Draglubion. And summon out a Harbinger. Throw that down. Cool. Alright. We have enough bodies for a White Woman jump scare, as long as they make a monster. So we have a Spell Negate, a Body Snatch, a Effect Negate on their board. We have a Spell Destruction here. Oh, my chain is off. Dang it. Oh, that sucks. We could stop this. There's not the allocations of Ancient Gear. Cards and effects. This goes right. Spec 1 ancient gear from your hand or graveyard. Also, you cannot spec with the rest of it except ancient gear. We're not going to pop that then. We could have stolen it with Harbinger, but I kind of want to steal the fusion. Spec 1 ancient gear from your hand. That's crazy. That seems wild. That's too bad our chain was off. I didn't even realize. Not a huge deal, though. So what can we even chain to? Maybe it was a terminal mistake not stopping the Ancient Gear Fortress here. Yeah, maybe that was really bad. We'll see. Ancient Gear was our loss for the day, so it'd be kind of funny if it were something we lost to again. They are popping their field spell, so they're going to get an Ancient Gear from their hand deck or grave. That's wild. Good old Gear Town. Let's go for Runick Destruction here. They can have an Ancient Gear from their hand or grave, but I think, given the board they have, that's okay. And not being able to respond to their cards is pretty dangerous because now Harbinger is allowed to stop the Ancient Gear fusion they have in hand. No, I like that. I like how that went a lot. We're going to get our Fountain effect here. They're going to get their Fortress as well. Fountain getting 2 is going to be really good. Yes. Pick up those spells, get 2 draws. We could White Woman here, but I think I would rather wait for them to go battle. Nice, pick up 2 more Runick spells. Not like crazy good ones, but... pretty good for... Ooh. Actually, we could try and hand rip them one. That's pretty cool. As a card. Yeah. I'm tempted. Yeah, you know what? Let's give it a try. Just tuning in. What's White Woman? Hey, Rick. White Woman is Goddess of the Underworld. It's a Farfa meme. Unless I'm mistaken. I'm pretty sure it's a Farfa meme. Ancient Gear. Another fortress here. That's not awesome. It's not great. Let's stop that one. Yeah. White Woman jump scare, as in she pops out, takes your guy. It's kind of unexpected every time. I think that's the joke, at least. Thanks for hopping in, by the way, Rick. Good to see you. We're testing some Ogdoadic Runick. It's pretty fun. I'm liking it so far. It makes me want to bring it to locals already, and I've barely even tested it. But it's just fun to test this with other stuff. So far, what have we tested? We've tested Orcust. I think that didn't work. We've tested the Evol with the focus on the slicer. I think that's a slam dunk. Got a Ballista here. Add 1 Ancient Gear or Gear Town from your deck to your hand. That's fine. We are going to have to respond to that Ballista's other effect where it tries to pop stuff. We definitely... Oh, no. Oh, okay. Change that opponent's monster. Destroy the card you control. Alright. They're trying to destroy their Gear Town and reduce our Harbinger to 0. I think we're going to have to let them do that. I think we have to hold for the best possible White Woman we can. We did get to use our Hope Harbinger, so that feels really good. That was really important. I like the Drugolian engine so much. It works so well. Just having bodies. It plays so nicely with Mask. I'm really happy I have access to this card. I know there's a long time where I just didn't have it. If we have to live, we can use our Runick spell from hand. They are going for a big fusion, so their whole board's going to empty out, and we have enough bodies. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 materials worth, so whatever they have, we're going to have to take their biggest thing and hope White Woman can get us there from there. If you use Ancient Gear Golem or Ancient Gear Golem Ultimate Pound, you can use monsters from your deck as material. And this is an Ancient Gear Golem. So, the good news is, the 36 is off the board. The bad news is, they're gonna be able to beat over our board using that Reactor Dragon. Yeah, we have to do it this way. We're gonna negate some effects, so that's good. I don't think we're dead. That's very important. But that second Hugin seems really important here. I really wish I had it. And we're missing our new because it's banished. We do have Allard, so we do have access to getting it back. I wonder if it was this guy that did the original White Woman jump scare on us. That'd be kind of funny, getting our revenge with it. That's not what I thought you would do, gonna be honest. They are also down to 23 cards in deck, so we are getting closer to that. Oh. Well. We are getting closer to that Runick win con. I mean, I don't want to use this right now, but we certainly can't take 9,000 damage. Okay, let's use that Gary effect and pop. If this card attacks, let's destroy the Reactor Dragon just for straight up damage numbers. Like, I know we're gonna take 3,000 still, but they're gonna lose their whole board here, so it doesn't really matter. Tribute one monster, draw one card, and if you do for the rest of this turn, you can normal. Okay. Yeah, from that limited removal. So actually, that was a misplay, because they're losing their board anyway. I should have stopped more damage. That was a mistake. Nice. Drew a Runick, that's really, really good. I think we have to use it right away as well. Spec a Runick. Play our last Gary. Yeah, it'd be really nice if we have a Hugin right now. Yes, we are going to draw 3 cards. How kind of you to ask, game. Nice. We're back to a full hand. So, I don't know if we have many reptiles left in our deck either, but let's start with the curse. Use curse to pick up our Naya, which is in our grave. Good. Now, have we used our Lily? We have, so we're going to be picking up our Daybreak. Our extra deck is almost out of cards. That's wild. We've used so many extra deck monsters. We are getting just a large body here, but I think that's fine. Use that Naya, thin our deck a little bit more. It's looking like deck out might actually be a realistic win con here. So we've got the Allard. We don't really want to use that, to be honest. We could just straight normal summon Nephilibus. That's very funny. We could use this. We do have Archosaur in deck. We also have... Okay, what do we have left? We can zero you out. That's not an issue. We don't have a battle phase. Oh my god. Misclicked. I clicked the battle phase instead of the OK prompt. That was meant to be a continuation of our turn, but oh well. Just one of the downsides of a simulator versus the real deal, right? We can preserve our guy. So what I'm kind of waiting for is for them to try and tribute using Ancient Gear Advance and then to hit it with that destruction. we can pop it and mill 4 from them. And then the Slumber will mill another 3. That's 7 going down for them. So I'll be hopefully tributing something for no reason. Come on. Tribute it. Oh, we got a Phoenix here. We don't have a Hugin to bust out. Yep. Don't have the Hugin. Take a peek just to be sure. It's not great. We're gonna have to use this to pop that. But no, we can't protect it. And we used both our Garys. So we currently have no way of recurring that card. The good news is Phoenix can't actually deal with our board. We have too high of defense values, and I don't really think Ancient Gear is a deck that can play from the graveyard. So the Runick thing of grinding out the resources is working. Ogdoadic is also super grindy, so that seems like a pretty clear synergy to me. Both are high resource recursion. The biggest issue is that our extra deck is running out. Can Snake Rain even be activated? No. We have an Alert that can be used. We have this. We can just summon Nephilibus. That's very funny. I think we're gonna do that. Tribute that. Make 4 tokens. Tribute summon a level 10. What can we go for here? We can make an Apo. We could go 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's start with Nephilibus. We'll go Echidna next. 0 down their monster. This is another body. Did I use the Nephilibus effect already? Oh well. We'll go for this. Use it. Checking. Summon that Archosaur from our deck. Put down an Apollosa. We could have even gone for that, but co-linked monsters can have a destroy battle. That would have been a huge mistake. I had a feeling it was something like that. Our Night Sword's already in the grave, too. Yeah. Go for the battle phase, lose it. I totally forgot, but yep, we lose it because of Runick effects. They're going for a Typhon here? They are. Battle phase, straight up, yeah. Goodbye, Apo. Typhon is a card I really don't like. I'm sure I'll get used to it, but I haven't seen it enough. Stellar Nemesis. Super Star Slayer Typhon Sky Crisis. We have 4 cards left in our extra. That's crazy. Let's see. Do we have... We do still have Singularity in our deck, so we can still access Lars. Snake Rain is dead. We don't have enough reptiles. And these 2 are largely useless. So, given this deck's grindy nature, I actually think Ogdoadic might be correct. Also, I think Alert is a mistake in here because we don't want to be giving our opponent resources since we're trying to grind them out. So, It is back to hand, so that's not the end of the world. Flashing Fire is very nice there. Let's use this. We can put this back in our deck. That actually gives us access to the other. And we'll send a card from our deck to grave. We can send Zoha here. I like that. And then we can get our Zoha into our hand by discarding this. No, we don't want to chain. We do have access to a battle phase as of right now. We summon Zoha, we can curse, but there's really no reason to. Alternatively, we can just play it easy. Throw some face downs, right? Well, this is neither player can activate the effects. You can dash material. Yeah. Let's chill. We have 5 worth of milling on our opponent right here. They are going to contribute 1 monster. We can hit that with a Brilliant Flames. Yeah, let's do that. Let's destroy it. Mill 2 off them. They have Desires in their deck, so there's a chance they have Desires in hand and they just cannot use it. They haven't used that this duel versus us. And they probably only run... Well, I wonder. They probably run 3. I would run 3 if I had access to it. I think. Desires would be a funny card in this deck. Just banish our own stuff. We definitely burned through our Runick stuff a little too quickly, I think. I think I was a little too trigger happy to use the Garys as just bodies when I shouldn't have. Let's see. Yeah. So the answer is either run more of those cards or burn through them more slowly. But like, look at how much of our extra deck we went through to get to this point in the duel too. This all would have been kind of circumnavigated by having Planet Pollutant in our deck. That first turn, we had access to all the materials we needed to make the Slicer plays. And if we set up the Slicer versus them, but I chose not to discard it in favor of other things. In favor of the Runick stuff, actually. So I think what I should have done there was not prioritize Runick over Slicer. I think I should have gone full Reptile and let the Runick be the plan B instead of the plan A in that case. Although they did pass. And we do have a normal summon. So we can go Dugaris, and then with Dugaris, so we have a couple options here. We could go for draws. We could spec a monster from our grave. I think we're gonna spec. I think we're gonna go for Nephilibus here. I just want to go for the most durable thing I have access to. So we're gonna go. We can summon out a monster from our grave. Masquerain is kind of funny. We could actually bring out Underworld Goddess. That's not bad, because that actually has protection against them rezzing from grave, which I kind of like. And we can go for a Zoha here to just pick up a card that's actually a card. Yeah, I think we're fine with this. I don't think we want to... Oh, I should have hit battle phase. I'm so bad about that. I'm just used to ending my turn on end phase, you know? But no, I should have hit battle phase. My bad, team. Sorry. Urgent Schedule. Spec 1 level 4 from your deck.
first flight of the orbital Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower.
What does our opponent have for us? Maybe just another generic Link 2 like they had with the Phoenix? I was kind of surprised by the Phoenix play, to be honest. Ancient Gear Fusion. That's scary, but there's not much we can do about it. They're going to be able to use cards from deck here. They chose not to. Howitzer. Oh wow, Howitzer burns us out here. I mean, not now, but... we have 1, 2 draws to deal with Howitzer. And we don't get to have our battle phase. Let's go. They're kind of the same for us. Yeah. Oh wow, that worked out really badly because I forgot to... Oof. Alright. So they've got 8 cards in deck. We have to burn... Uh-oh. They're gonna go for... Battler card effect is not destroyed. Unaffected by card's effect. Ooh. Yeah, I wanna protect their Howitzer with our Slumber, but we can't do it. What do they got? We should be healthier here, but it was another misplay I made that put us on low life like this. I also, during this duel, hit battle phase at one point when I... Oh. White woman negate. Oh. But apparently it won't negate for some reason. Why is that? Does this mention Ancient Gear Golem? It does. That our Ancient Gear Golem mention it by banishing. Wow. That's pretty cool. That's pretty strong. I was pretty happy for the white woman clutch there, but I guess it didn't happen. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. We're taking 1,300 damage here. Okay. End of the battle phase. Alright. In phase 2. Are they gonna go for the draw? They are. So that's gonna put them down to 5. Are unaffected by your opponent's activated monster effects. Discard attacks. We're gonna use this here. And we're gonna mill 2 off them. We have Smiting Storm in our hand. So we'll see what they've got, but I think we pull out a win on this scuffed duel. This can't be activated because you can't banish a number of cards from their deck greater than what they have. Banish these. We'll pass it back to them. Wow. That was pretty cool. That was pretty fun. I think this is a success. I really like this deck. I don't know if this list is the one, but I really like this deck. This idea of Runick Ogdoadic. I'm really happy this got suggested because I don't think I ever would have tried this. I think I just wouldn't have thought to put them together. I do need to figure out what can be cut here because we definitely need another Hugin. That duel was way harder because we didn't have another Hugin to protect our fountain when we had a chance. If we were able to preserve the fountain, we would have had a lot more draw, a lot more recursion. We would have just had more gas, and we wouldn't have had to claw and scrape for the defensive tools we had there. So why don't we quickly make that swap out? The games are definitely slower. And we did win via deck out, so whoever I told that deck out is not the win con, I was definitely wrong on that one. So let's throw in... It's just so hard to cut things from the extra for me. I'm just not 100% what can even come out. Echidna is really flexible because it says 2 monsters including a reptile. These are a must. Could it be Apollosa? Maybe Apollosa has to come out. I think it has to be. Alright, so this is the deck that we're ending on for tonight. We've got the 1 Nephilibus, the... Oh, actually, we've got the Allard, but... I think this should actually be Ogdoadic. I think Ogdoadic should be in here. Now, where it goes, that's the part I'm not sure of. We could even play at 41, but that kind of hurts our Runick ratios. Alert is kind of cool for... because this is a grind deck, but like we were saying, this is a Runick deck. I don't think we want to be giving cards back to our opponent. So I think for this, we're playing the pair. We're playing, hey, finally swapping them. Yeah, I still believe in Alert. It's still a card I want in my deck, but I think in this build, the way it plays, I think it's okay for us to rely on that Nephilibus recursion, on it coming back from things going to the graveyard and locking us to reptiles. And if that's the case, we just want to have a reptile we can tag out into. And so I think Ogdoadic is going to be really great. What that means is we lack a level 8. And so without a level 8, we couldn't have played the Druglubion we did, which was instrumental in keeping us in that last duel. So, how do we get a level 8 in here? Yeah, how do we get one? I think... You're not gonna like it, but I think Alert has to stay. This is tough, because this is 4 big fat bricks, right? This is not what you want to see. But we have discard outlets here. We have the Zoha discard outlet. I think we need the Alert because I think we need a level 8. The alternative is playing Amnesia. If we do that, Empress better in hand. Yeah, but how are we going to do that consistently? Just one Empress? Then we have access to it purely through King of the Fair Limps. Or if we run Alert, we have access through all of these and through our Nunu. Empress is better in hand, but Alert is more consistent and more accessible. So I think this is the Runick Ogdoadic list I would recommend as of tonight, as of our testing today. Let's see. Yep, I think this is the list. So I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. I know it's kind of a weird stream. I just felt like testing this deck, and I'm happy I got to because it was really fun. It's a really cool one. So if you enjoyed this, please give the deck a try. I think it's really nice. I might do this one in the next stream as well. I don't want to get too bored of playing the Slicer build, even though this is also kind of a Slicer build, right? But I don't want to burn out on this too fast. I just think they play wildly differently too. It's really fun. Runick is a really fun thing to mess with, so yeah. Thank you for coming out to the stream. I hope everybody has a great night. I'll see you next time.